For this game forever, and it's finally here. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and we've all played The Sims before. We've all played games like The Tenants and Construction Simulator. All those games allow you to build a home or an office building or start a business or really construct something like a parking garage or do it with friends in first and third person, or in the case of The Sims, manage people and resources and money in order to build a house, though done in a much different style. Well, welcome aboard. Good to see you all here. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here for the Constructors. Now, here's what's big. This is a game that I've been thinking about for a long time, but I didn't know it existed. This game here, the Constructors demo, is simply the first game in a genre that I wanted to exist for the longest time, and now it's finally here. A Tycoon game where we own and operate a construction company, all of the vehicles and equipment for a construction company, and the people involved with it. Hell, over the last year, I've really enjoyed a game called Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, where in that game you have to buy all the equipment, and to build a road you literally have to go out with bulldozers and graders and put down gravel, then eventually asphalt and install things like wires for streetlights and whatnot, and it's a long, arduous process to build a city. Well, in this case, we'll be kind of building a city too by doing it building by building. So, without further ado, thank you very much for all your likes. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for leaving a like down below. And let's get on with the show. Let's start ourselves a fresh new game here. We'll go ahead and go with naming our company Raptor Co. And we'll pick a logo like this wonderful column here. All right, let's go ahead and start a fresh new game. By the way, this demo is available free on Steam, so download now. All right, welcome. You want to be an architect? I sure do. Let's go on to the next step. Let's go ahead and start with a blueprint then of this building. And yes, now we can start actually laying out our very own building however we want. Just needs to fit these parameters here. So not only do we get to manage the company, but we also get to design the buildings as well. So it's a little bit like The Sims in this case. And I guess we'll build something that's a little, I don't know, let's build something that's kind of large. We'll build something a little different than usual too. Let's pick kind of some interesting shapes for it. And we'll go with something like that. There we go. And I don't know what we're building exactly, but it is what it is. It's going to be pretty. That's going to be our ground floor then. Let's go ahead and install what's next. Oh, those are the things that are needed on the right, and we need to install stairs to get up to the next floor. We'll do something like that right here. There we go. And duplicate that. And we're going to add a first floor. So we have our ground floor and our first floor. There we go. Perfect. All right, so this is kind of a blueprint of what will be built. Now, the workers haven't arrived yet to build anything, but now this is where the game really gets cool. We're going to actually manage all the people and the construction site itself. And this is what I've really wanted, is a Tycoon game that's almost like Construction Simulator. So we're about to see, dump trucks, concrete mixers, the workers show up. But first, we need to set up all the construction site itself, all the resources needed there to get the job done. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we got to put down the utilities. We'll start with something like the building plot office. This is kind of like the main building for all the construction. Looks like there's a rotate button with C and Z, so we'll do it like this. Maybe something like that there. We'll put it kind of towards the back. Perfect. Now we also need the workers' office, so like a break room and area to store maybe their tools, and a little break room for food and whatnot, Put that right over there. All right, now we need a portable toilet. A couple of those will do us good. We'll put those maybe here. And put two of those next to each other, I think. Perfect. Okay, now we need a space for all of our resources. So we got planks, bricks, and rebar that will be put down. So all the resources for the workers will need to be stored there. We need one brick supply and 2 for rebar. Put bricks right next to that, and we'll put rebar like over here. And we're golden. Perfect. All done. Okay, so now we're going to speed up time a little bit and watch all the machines arrive. Yeah, this is fascinating to me. This is something I've wanted to see for a very long time. We've got the backhoe pulling up, a box truck, concrete mixer. Nice. Tell them to drive deeper into the construction site. All right, let's slow down time a little bit. So we can see it's actually January, and I wonder if weather will actually affect us in this game. It'll be interesting to see if construction might be slower because of that. Slowdowns of like supplies being delayed, etc., etc. Those things happen. There's all of our workers there pretending to work. Oh, let's grab our backhoe then, and we'll move that over here. Oh, I see. So they pull up here and they wait for instructions on where to go into the site. Looks like we got our trucks with all the equipment here too, and the portables as well. Very cool. Alright. So now they want us to construct the foundation, the floors, and the stairs, and to place those beams and whatnot. So, cool. We'll put our mixer over here, because that'll be needed after the backhoe is able to dig the hole. Honestly, at this point, this is probably something you want an excavator for, but, you know, I mean, just a demo, so that equipment could be something in the future. Do we need to tell you where to park here? I guess we'll just tell these vehicles to just kind of pull over and park somewhere. These are for these buildings, but they should be able to just deliver them. There we go. Alright, now the backhoe needs to turn around and start digging. So, there we are. Task is ready to start. Dig foundation. Alright, go right ahead. Hopefully he backs in there. Cool. Alright, do we have to tell them to actually go to those locations? Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Let's start with the toilets first, the small stuff. Oh yeah, cool. Here comes the planks and the bricks and the rebar. Very nice. I like how we can actually see a city around us too, and it's not just an abandoned nothing. Well, kind of. There's no cars and there's no people, but... Oh, I hope the backhoe in the future turns around and actually digs the foundation the correct way. Also, it'd be cool to see dump trucks come in and actually the logistics of moving that soil out of there and excavating it and moving it out of the site would be cool. Alright, next task is to construct the floors. We'll need to at least pour a foundation, or base foundation of concrete. Go ahead. Let's see, this task, I think it needs a worker. Do we have to assign somebody to help? Okay, so it looks like it requires a worker and the truck. Now these trucks should have like a crane. Oh yeah, you can actually see the crane there behind the cab. So yeah, oh nice, the stabilizer's coming out. Beautiful, very cool. Nice. Okay. So yeah, the trucks actually take it off the truck and lower it into position. Very cool. And I think it'll do the same for the next one. We'll see. I love that. I love that a lot. Let's go ahead and try the wood here too. And it looks like, oh right, the foundation has been poured. Outstanding. Now what do these require for completion? Looks like a lot of rebar is needed there. Looks like these trucks just dump off the wood. I think you'd probably want to use the crane as well. Some of these bricks typically kind of come in like a packaging, and same with the rebar where they're bundled together where it could just be lowered via crane. Looks like the other portable is being put into place there. Nice. Workers assisting. Cool. I love it. I love to see a construction tycoon game. Usually we only get these in like, you know, first person or third person where you got to have friends join you, but here it's a perfect tycoon game. I can't believe I can't think of any other game that's existed like this except for maybe Tonka Construction for like Windows 95. Honestly, I can't. And I want there to be so much more. Oh, careful now. I guess both these guys are set to auto leave. No collisions there, but I think that could be well, they're you know, collisioning through each other, but I want that to be buffed out so the vehicles can you know, move around each other. All right. We need 4 workers to assist here. Got 1 there. I think maybe that'll be 2 when he arrives. Yep, and then 4 right there. Alright, that truck's leaving. I also want more controls, too, over these trucks to, like, tell them just simply to back up. Like an actual control that says reverse, rather than having to kind of daisy chain some commands together so it just backs up into position. We'll just have it do whatever. Alright, the worker's office is done. That truck should retract the crane and the supports and be on its way. This is lovely. I want there to be more games where you actually have to do the construction like this, where you do have to manage an actual construction site, whether you're building a hospital or not it being a construction game, but imagine something like Project Hospital or a 2-Point Campus or 2-Point Hospital, any game where you literally have to manage the resources this way. Some people will probably find it tedious and not want to do that. I totally understand, but in this case, I want to do these things and see the whole process. Because it does take time. It takes months. We're already into May. And you can see we haven't even started construction. And there can be a lot of things like that in real life that affect that. Alright, you four come over here. Maybe this vehicle won't deploy until all four are in position. There we go. Cool. Love it. I also like how we have what looks to be an old lot here, which was just storing junk, like literally dumpsters, trash, tires, an old water tank. Love it. Alright, now we're done with that. That vehicle will leave. So select the workers and send them to the rebar delivery. Alright. Gonna have you guys start working on that. Now I'd like to see this also go into the Tycoon sense where we actually have a whole business to run. So it looks like we do have a hiring process here. Maybe different building management. I want to run our own business too, where it looks like we also get access to a city map where we can build, hopefully, other things around a city. Hopefully we do get to build a hospital. Hopefully we get to build bridges and maybe like a school and a stadium, some larger buildings and multi-story buildings. Buildings for the public and building for commercial offices and whatnot. I'd love to see it. Alright, so since this truck hasn't left, I'm assuming that we're going to be pouring more concrete just from this truck. It's not going to leave and have to go get some more. It'll be interesting, too, if we get a concrete pump here and have to back the concrete mixer to the concrete pump and be able to pour concrete walls and maybe even more flooring, depending on if we get the rebar base down. Alright, looks like they're all done. Well, almost. There we go. Alright, assign workers to rebar welding. Alright, boys. Weld that rebar. I don't see masks, gentlemen. OSHA's gonna be pissed. Oh, boy. Alright, all done. We'll repeat this step again. Rebarring requires 2 layers. Repeat the steps again. Wow, that was only the first layer. Cool. We're already into June. We're almost 6 months into this construction project. So we've delivered all the resources. We've dug a hole. We've poured concrete. And we've thrown some rebar in. I think that should probably take about 3 months if we're actually good at this. It does take time to do these things. Especially if you're trying to expedite permits through the city for all sorts of different things. And those things are ever changing. Now, it looks like we have... How many workers is that? Maybe 10? I wonder if we can actually manage multiple construction projects at the same time, too. It'd be cool while we were waiting for this rebar to be done that we tab out, go to a different menu, and maybe manage some other construction project and then come back when this one's done. Because this step will take an entire month, and it's pretty like, it's almost like on rails, that kind of thing. Let's speed up time then while we wait. But I feel like this is the type of game you'd want to play slow, and while you're waiting for all these next steps to be complete, you go and do other things to manage your time correctly. There we go. So it looks like next we're going to have to worry about room layout, room construction, and then decorations too. So we will build the walls basically for each of the rooms after making the hollow shell, and then we'll go ahead and construct those rooms. So after building that, it's probably going to be more things like installing power, like lighting and electric outlets, and then eventually carpeting and painting, and then finally decoration, which I imagine is the outside of the building. All right, let's place formworks. Oh, there we go. We're getting into walls now. Does that require... Oh, we're just going to place the formworks. I thought we'd be using wood for that. For the concrete formworks. So basically what they're doing now is they're creating kind of like a canal for the concrete to be pumped in. Yep. Oh, looks like this thing has a little bit of a... Oh, that's the first time I've seen that before. Actually, no. I've seen this before in Construction Simulator. I saw this little thing here, but didn't realize it was a boom for the pumping of concrete. So this is both a mixer and a concrete pump. But I do hope to see some larger scale equipment. But this is fascinating to me. This is my jam, man. I've been waiting for this forever. I'm so happy with this. Pillars and beams. Well, let's put in the pillars first. Oh, they need to put in, apparently, no unit selected. How about you guys design the stairs? Wait, do they need to make stairs to get up to the second floor? Currently, no unit selected. You'll need pillars and stairs for that. Start by assigning your workers to transport materials you need. Okay. Oh, I had to like right click and get them off that task. Okay. But you couldn't go from one task to another. You have to like tell them to go idle first, like a neutral gear. That's interesting though. They didn't have to do that with the rebar. When we put down the rebar, the workers kind of just, well actually they did go back and forth, that's true. But I didn't have to tell them to go get the rebar. We told them to just put down rebar, then they went to the rebar and brought it back. Here, we had to select the wood and then tell them to bring it there. Kind of like an opposite way to do the same task. Whatever. What you doing there, pal? You want to assist? Oh, okay. So these guys are putting the resources in position, but it doesn't look like it. Well, let's build those stairs then. I do like how the workers, when they have nothing to do, at least pretend like they're doing something. I like that. Time to lean, time to clean. If you're on a construction site or, you know, working in some sort of a retail or food industry, you always gotta act like you're busy. There's always something to clean up, you know. Always something to take out. There's always a reason. Alright, you assist. Cool. Man, imagine building a massive harbor or a port. That would be fascinating to me. Alright, so all these beams are being put into place. The pillars, really. The vertical beams, as they call them, over on the left side. Okay, I think we're done. I think white means that the task is complete. I still see some people looking like they're working on the beams. Like this guy here. Let's speed up time a little bit. Ah, okay. Yep, so when they all turn red, that's the way to do that. So double-clicking on the same worker will select all of them. Let's now install the beams. So the stairs are done. The pillars are done, and now we're installing the beams, so the cross-section. For the first floor. In the United States, we'd call the ground floor, we would call that the first floor, and then we would call the first floor the second floor. Here it's the ground floor and the first floor. Second week of August 2024. Wow. Alright, good to hear some sounds finally. I think we heard hammers earlier and some welding as well. It would be nice to hear the idling diesel and see some more equipment on the site. Like worker parking would be kind of cool. A couple of pickup trucks and cars and whatnot showing up for the foreman and whatnot. This looks a little suspicious right here. Huh. Wonder how that happened. Mischief on the construction site. I've never seen that before. Alright, let's speed up time. I love the fact, though, that we're probably hearing, well, you'd be hearing nail guns and maybe table saws and things like that, cutting off pieces and bits and parts. Finalize all requirements and finalize project. What does that mean? Construct the second floor, you mean? Well, we probably want to do installing of rebar for the second floor, right? No? So there's the opening to the second floor. I think we need to put down rebar. I can't tell them to do another task, though. Wait, they're not done with beams and columns. It's only 63 out of 126. Well, maybe that's the total for the roof. They build the walls of the second floor and build the roof. Finalize all requirements and finalize fulfill and finalize. Okay. Nope. 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 Oh, it's this again. Okay. What's weird is I can't select the workers while they're under... There we go. I couldn't select them while they're under the first floor. Okay. It should be rebar, though, right? We're building the second floor. We're gathering bricks. I have no idea what's required next in the construction. I mean, according to our list, it literally just says to construct the floor, so... Finish gather resources task before starting this one. Finish wall framing. Okay, so we need to place formwork. That's what it is. Okay, so we got to go in order on the wheel. Wait, what the hell? Oh, they're building it from below. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Since these were all kind of just like boards, I wasn't expecting them to put down like particle board or whatever the hell you call this stuff. What I was expecting is maybe for them to put a little bit of this up and then go up there and then start installing it from above. I mean, I think that'd be a little easier to, once you've started, to go up there and complete it. Alright. A little tricky to get to these workers. To select them all. There might be a hotkey for it. Alright, now we gotta put the rebar into place. Alright, people, let's move. And we have to do this in 2 layers, as they said last time. So, another thing that's nice is it seems like depending on whatever building you build, the correct amount of resources are just ordered and show up on the construction site. You don't have to figure that out. I guess it's just calculated during the building process, like the design process of the building. So then don't we have to do layer 2? No? We can't weld it. Oh, there we go. Oh, do we weld layer 1 and then weld layer 2? Oh, yeah, okay. My bad. Well, it's my first day as a foreman. I'll be honest. And that's why we play these games, because they're freaking amazing. I love it. I really do. Alright, cool. There it all goes into position. I also like how these guys have not left the construction site in months. They are dedicated. Your dedication to the project. Funny, they didn't put a little bit of wood there. They're kind of missing a little bit. Okay, then we need formwork. We're going to be pouring more of that concrete shortly. And this time the wood was just magically up here? Alright. Pour that concrete. And then same thing as last time. Now those beams again. So we gotta go get those beams, right? And there they go. Marching like an army. There'd be so much more going on this construction site, too, than just these workers. Inspectors and different technicians coming in. Different contractors, subcontractors. I guess we're in charge of everything here, though. Alright, build those pillars, boys. Takes a while to build these pillars. Maybe they're made out of steel. Although I don't actually see them welding anything together. They do look like I-beams now that I think of it, but I can only imagine them being maybe wood beams. Alright, cool. And then the pillars. Beams. After the pillars. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to move on to room layout. So windows, doors, all goods. Oh, wow. And then we're going to install 4 apartments here. Then we need to construct walls and then decorate with plants and lamps and stuff. All right. Very cool, dude. Let's see. So, we need windows. Oh, we're finishing this phase. Ah. Oh, interesting. Back to the design phase. Oh, cool. So if we're building 4 apartments here, then I'll build like 1 here and 1 there. And then we'll just do the same on the top, right? And then we'll just kind of keep this area as a lobby area or something. So then this is the... It'll be for 1 apartment. Wait. Oh, I see. Like that. Okay. So 200 meters squared there for that. How can I build more? Unit type. Apartment corridor and utility. Oh, that's awesome. So we can make a utility room as well. Okay. And we'll put a door onto it. And we'll put that like, I don't know, here. Neat. I already did install the door. Do you want me to put more doors in? Well, if I was to install another door, it'd probably be for like a bedroom. Like we do 1 bedroom here. Yeah. Or multiple. Although that seems a little small to make that a multiple bedrooms. We'll just do what they're asking for here. How many doors do you want? Fulfill plot requirements. Door 1, 0. Oh, they mean to the... You mean to the main building? Oh. Well, we're going to have to bypass what they want us to do. I need to make a corridor here. Something like this. Then this needs to be a corridor. And then we can make a door to that. I think they're waiting for the door to be connected. Unfortunately, they won't let us do it. Okay. I see. All right. Well, that is amazing. This is the type of game that I really want to see flourish and thrive. I get the idea here for building all these. This is great. You can actually see the second floor room too. I want to play this more upon its release, honestly. I want there to be more challenge here and differences to what we can do. This is a pretty big space too for just an apartment building for like 4 people or 4 families. I mean, there's a lot of space here. And I mean, you could build a massive parking lot here. But that wouldn't be necessary. You could use so much more space. Like, for example, making it look more like this, multiple buildings. In fact, we could probably plop another building identically here in this place that the construction stuff is. So that'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, that's all I wanted to see really is just how the architecture or the design part of the game works and how the construction part works as well. And the fact that we can build a large building, put smaller apartments or rooms or offices in that building, and then put down doors and windows of various sizes, mark those as like apartments, corridors, and utility and stairways, and then label that all out in a blueprint mode is fascinating. I really like that, and I want more games to be able to do that. Hilarious. The first floor. We're building the second floor, like entryway and apartments, but the first floor is not done. But anyway, I get it, and I think this is amazing. putting in all these things is something that I really think about in games like Construction Simulator 2, when we're putting down lamps and, like little benches and things like that at the end of that game. I always wonder what it would be like to design the buildings ourselves. So this game allows us to design the buildings, to do all the construction, to manage the workers, to manage the company. This is a Tycoon game of my dreams, and I hope other games like Transport Fever and maybe City Skylines 2 and other games in the future allow you to do this, where we could design the buildings and things ourselves and see the construction crews come in and have them take years to construct. It's already been a year on this project over that, and yeah, I hope to see more games do that in the future. All right, thank you guys for watching. I am thoroughly in love with this game, and I want to play it upon its release, hopefully sometime this year, and I hope that more games branch out and start doing these things too, so we can see a whole construction project rather than just left-clicking and paying for a building because it costs X amount of dollars. All right, that's all my time for today. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I'm very excited. Today's a good day for me, and I hope it's a good day for you. All right, I'll see you all next time. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for liking. And I'll see you for the Constructors again sometime soon. Bye, buddy. Have a great day.